The Great White Triathlon is a grueling physical test. A 2-kilometer swim, 90 kilometers on a bike, and then a 21K run to get to the finish. Richard Zussman tells us about one competitor who laid his heart on the line to accomplish his goal, and in the process is managing to help others.
Running a triathlon is challenging for the best of athletes. It's a test of both body and mind. For Dwight Kroening, it's even more than that.
I was running with a lady yesterday who I was saying, she was asking me how I was going. I said, I was really having some stomach problems. I said, from all the medications I take. And she said, well, I kind of experienced that too. And I said, well, I'm a heart transplant. And she couldn't believe it.
Dwight has been impressing people for a long time. In 1985, he had a heart transplant. That he has even lived this long is amazing.
The survival after 20 years of transplantation is around 13 to 15%. And you would think the fitness should be low after the long-term heart transplant, but Dwight's is probably the highest that we've ever seen in the literature.
That's why Dr. Haykowsky asked Dwight to take part in a test to see the effects of exercise on transplant recipients.
And I thought, what a great opportunity to actually do something to see what the heart can do and be a subject for that.
Dr. Haykowsky put Dwight and 42 other heart transplant recipients through a number of activities.
If you take our heart transplant recipients and we test them on a treadmill and see how fit they are, they're around 30 to 50% lower than someone who's the same age as them and who's sedentary.
The results of the research will change the way new heart recipients rehabilitate after surgery, because improving fitness means a better chance of survival.
You have to start up very slowly and gradually build them up, so their warm-ups are longer, and as well their cool-downs are getting their heart to slow down a little bit. It takes a little longer as well.
Walking just 30 minutes a day or going for a bike ride helps build up muscle mass and allows the heart to take in more oxygen. Before Dwight entered the program, he asked the doctor for a couple of things. One was to push his heart as hard as he could to see what it's capable of. And two was the chance to achieve a goal set nearly 30 years ago.
And he had mentioned as well that there was a young PhD student that he had that was doing triathlons. So I said, you got to promise me another thing, and that is that you will allow Ken Reese to train me once we're done.
Now the two are both training together, racing together. An incredible accomplishment, especially for someone who got a new lease on life 23 years ago.
Now, publishing this study also encouraged Dr. Haykowsky to ramp up his exercise program. Last year, he ran his first ever marathon. Dwight Kroening was by his side for most